know Barbara King-Schmidt and her team from Reno is watching. So welcome. Yay. A lot of exciting stuff going on right now. So for those of you that are new with MB30, I just want to make a couple of little announcements and then we'll get going because we've got a lot to share with you. You at MB30 are so fortunate to be coming in at this time with Zango, because for those of you that have been with Zango for a while, as some of us in this room have been, we saw Zango do what they're getting ready to do again 11 years ago. And they're getting ready to do it all over again, but bigger and better. So we're really excited to share this opportunity and our new product with you. I do want to say that next week there's a meeting at my house. Watch it for the information next Wednesday night. We will be having Dr. Fred Templeman will be Skyping in and sharing some of the information on our new ageless product. And then on Saturday, October the 26th, we're having a Halloween party. Come on, you guys, don't get excited. I tell you that it's going to be a costume party. What we're going to do is we're going to have a training, and we'll get information out from 4 to 6 o'clock. We're going to have potluck dinner from 6 to 7:30, and then we're going to have games and contests and prizes, and we're going to have a great time. So make sure you mark your calendar for Saturday, October 26th. And then Joe may talk about this a little bit more. I just want to briefly tell you that next year we are going to be doing several regional events across North America, and one will be here in Phoenix in January. So mark your calendars for January 25th and 26th. We have a lot of exciting things getting ready to happen. You guys want to rank advance as quickly as possible. We're going to have a leadership dinner for 20Ks and above. On Friday night, we're going to have a meeting all day Saturday and an MB30 party Saturday night. So we've got lots of things going. And with that, I just want to take a second. It takes more than a second. But I want to introduce you to not only one of the founders, the executives of Zango Corporation, but a gentleman that, well, I've known now for 11 years, and they're more than corporate people. They're friends, they're family, and I've watched Joe's children grow up, and he's watching my grandchildren grow up, and it's just been an amazing 11 years. And to be able to be a part of what is launching right this very moment, and knowing that what we saw happen in the first 5 years in Zango was going to happen in half that time is unbelievable. But it's because of the visionaries that we have at this company, their ability to do it not once, but do it again. And with that, I'd like to introduce you. Please get up for President of North America, Mr. Joe Morton.
It's very kind of you. I think we're going to test the microphones out a little bit here. Some of them are having a hard time hearing, but I'll try to speak a little loud. So it's not because I'm trying to be obnoxiously loud, but we're trying to make sure that they can hear. Is that cool? Plus, of course, everyone in the back needs to be able to hear. Great to be with you guys. Thank you, Tommy and Lindsay, for having us in your home again. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you, Carolyn, for that kind introduction. It's wonderful. It's been so fun these first 11 years. I say the first because we're just getting started, guys. Great this first 11 years. Man, we've been everywhere. We've been all around the world. It's been incredible. And it's going to go all over again, guys. It's going to go all over again. Those who are at convention, who's at convention? Put up your hands. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. That's right, Ivan. That's right. What's that? You don't have a bracelet? Dude. You are at convention. You needed a bracelet, Milo. Special. Thank you. We got swag. We got swag. So I told Tommy at convention, I'm like, dude, I'm coming for a concert. And now I came for a concert last night here. A buddy of mine from Canada, we grew up together. He's like, Joe. Now you guys probably don't know the group, but it's Depeche Mode. And it was like I mean, it was kind of like, but they're really good. Anyways, saw them last night in concert, and I said, "Come, I'd love to join one of your meetings that you got going, because you guys are always together. It's awesome. You're coming together. Rocky had that great meeting last week going, and you got another one. What, tomorrow night? No, Friday night. Friday night you mentioned, and then one on Saturday.
No, Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Anyways, and we got Billy out in New York. If you're watching, Aaron's going to be with you. Tommy, Aaron are going to be with you next week, I think it is. Always getting together. So I said, hey, can I come by and we'll come by one of your meetings? So here I am. It's great. Great to be with you. Thanks for having us. Convention was awesome, wasn't it? It was awesome. Kamala, what were you telling me about you were just saying right beforehand that you went in with a certain expectation and then...
Well, Tommy's been telling me for years, he says you have to go to a convention, it'll change your life. And so before going, I had incredibly high expectations, and of course, like always, Sango exceeded all of them. So it was really just an incredible time, and I'm so happy that I went.
It was good, wasn't it? And Rocky, you were just telling me beforehand that you had a good representation there, good group. They all came away with good vibes, eh?
All leaders were born, yeah. A lot of them.
That's right. And what he just said is very true. Leaders are born at events. It's true. And Tommy, I was listening to a Voxer discussion that Tommy had going this morning with a lot of you in the room here, a lot of y'all, all y'all. And he was saying, what was your statement? You said, not all people who come to meetings.
Not everybody who goes to meetings gets rich, but everybody who gets rich goes to meetings.
That's right. Guys, listen to that. It's very true. It's very true. Now, and like I talked about a convention, one-on-ones build the foundation for a home event. So a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of introductions were made to come here tonight. So congratulations. Those who are here for the first time, welcome. Let's give you guys a round of applause. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. The one-on-ones build the foundation for an event like this. An event like this builds the foundation for a hotel kind of an event, which builds a foundation for kind of like a regional type of event, or some sort of a recognition event, which is what Carolyn was talking about. That will be taking place January, do we have a date
January
yet?
24th and 25th.
January 24th and 25th here in Phoenix. And it's going to be fed by Phoenix and just this whole area. Vegas is probably going to feed into this as well. So it'll be a good one. We're going to have 6 around the country. And so that's kind of how it builds, And as I mentioned on that Voxer group today, I want you to know one of my visions is to start with these 6 events going around the country, but within the next years to come, I want to fill stadiums like we were talking about. Like we can do that. We can do that. And so I want you to visualize yourself. You're sitting here today, maybe checking this out for the first time or the second time, or maybe you've been with us for a month or so, and you're wondering, where is this going? I want you to think where you want it to go. We're not taught, sadly, we're not taught in this world to dream. I mean, we are as kids. We are as kids. There's no fear. I've got 4 kids, and it's fun to watch my kids growing up, and they're young. Like Sierra's running around here, and completely everything's possible, Everything's possible. But then as time goes on, and we're taught kind of, because you go through school, you're brought through the school system, elementary school and so forth. You're setting goals in a sense, because you got to write tests. You got to take tests. Sorry, in Canada we say write the test. Take the test, and you're in sports, so you're pushing the limits a little bit in sports. You're setting goals. But then what happens at about 18 when we graduate from high school? Like, whoa, and we get into university, and we're kind of taught to just get by. And we get caught in the system. Now, I'm not against education at all. I highly encourage education a whole bit. But we got to recognize that we have to look for a plan B nowadays. We just have to. And you might be thinking, well, what are you talking about, Joe? What do you mean a plan B? Well, even the professions that we thought were super conservative, and those professions that we thought were slam dunk. And we thought all was going to be okay, like. And again, I'm not against this at all, in any way, shape, or form, but I just had this conversation the other day. Because my neighbor, I have a couple neighbors who are dentists, and one of my neighbors, I was talking to a person who's going through dental, or going to go into dental school, he's going to write the DAT soon. And my neighbor said, I'm just going to warn you, the average debt for someone going into dentistry school, the average, I think it was like between $250,000 or $270,000. Whoa, okay, I'll pull up the volume. Again, I don't mean to be obnoxious and yell, but I want them to hear. The average, that's the average coming out. And so what's happening, because of the whole mortgage crisis and banks kind of getting all nervous, they're not lending to a dentist, a person coming out of dental school anymore the way they used to start their own practice. So they have to go work for another dentist for many years or whatever it takes. So you think about this. You're graduating with, again, on average, so some are lower, or some are higher, but on average, holy mackerel. You're going to work for someone making whatever that salary is, just enough to get by, just to pay that $270,000 or $250,000 debt. And that's, I think Tommy told me that interest rate jumped up to what's a
6.8.
Is it 6.8%? Holy mackerel! That should make a lot of us a little nervous when you think about what it is. Again, I'm not against education by any means. I'm just saying we should be looking at Plan B. Plan B. And so that's what we're talking about here. MB30. What does it stand for? For those who are here for the first time, checking it out, what does it stand for? Millionaire by 30 is what it stands for, okay? I love it. Tommy kind of had this vision as he was putting it together. Worked with my partner, Aaron Garrity, amazing partner, amazing CEO and chairman. The dude sings. Did you hear him sing at convention? Macro.
I tried.
Yeah, but you break dance.
Indeed, I breakdanced at convention. That was on. That's when you know. What's that?
I cried.
You cried. I was at the MB30 party, and those dudes were really good breakdancers. They had that wow. And then suddenly, suddenly I got pulled into this mix, and it was kind of like, whoa, I haven't done that yet. But it kind of came. I don't know where it came from, but it came. It was fun. But anyways, Aaron Garrity, great. These guys put this vision together, work with Ken Wall and others to come up with this idea. MB30, Millionaire by 30. Guys, from the beginning of time, every great leader who's ever come into this world, any great leader who's ever built anything in this world, has followed the same principles. And you may not even know it. You may not even realize it. You're like, what? What are you talking about? The same principles. There's a book written in 1937. I'm not going to get into some big lecture here or anything, but it's a really good book. If anyone's looking, you're like, you know what? I kind of want to read something, bring myself to a different level. If you haven't read it, it's called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Have you read that, Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Amazing. And it is as powerful today as it was back in 1937. Interesting, written as you're getting out of the Great Depression, you know? And right now, as we're getting out of this incredible crisis that our country and the world has been through, financial crisis, the principles are the same. And again, I'm not going to go into the whole book, but I want to touch on a few of these principles right now, and then I'll help close the evening with, Tommy's asked me to help close the evening, and I'll continue it on. But he follows these basic principles. Number one, have a burning desire. You got to have a burning desire. What is it that you want? What is it in life that you're looking for? Have a burning desire for it. If you're like, I'll make a couple bucks, I don't know, maybe I'll help some people there. No, it ain't going to go anywhere, guys. You got to have a burning desire. You got to want it. You got to know seriously that you want it. The next one, he talks about setting the goal. Write it down. What are you looking for? Write it down. MB30, guys. MB30. Now, you might be 30 years old in here. What do you do? Oh, what do I do? I mean, MB35. MB40. Whatever it may be, you guys. MB50. You know, I was at a meeting. I was doing an MB30 meeting in California a couple months back. And someone put up their hand. It was so cool. Barbara Eccles put up her hand and said, "I'm MB." Oh, how old is Barbara? I'm not sure.
We have to be careful, you're screaming.
Okay. Okay.
She probably isn't as old as I am.
She said, "I'm MB over 60." Put it that way. And because she was our most recent member of the $1 Million Club at Zango. It was so cool. So, whatever, insert whatever, but we're talking MB30 here tonight, okay? So, but it was cool. It's cool because he says, write it down. Know what you want, and this is what you're doing. You're calling it out. You're saying, "I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this," and you create a plan of action. That's his next point. Create a plan of action. When you talk to Tommy, he talks about a plan. Right now, he's got meetings streaming in right now all around the country, and they're really starting to buzz. Wow, they're really going. Like I mentioned, Billy's got a meeting in New York next week. Tommy's flying out for that. Aaron's flying out for that. I mean, good energy flowing right now. Have a plan. Know what you're doing. Bring people over. Don't just start. Listen to someone who's done it. Tommy's done it. Carolyn's done it. They know what they're doing. Follow it. Be teachable, and I know you are. Be coachable, because he talks about that in here. Be coachable. Follow the plan. And then in there, he talks about sacrifice. You got to be willing to sacrifice. Nothing comes for free, as he says. Nothing in life comes for free. So you got to be willing to sacrifice. Put in the time. This is not like just sign an application form, get rich quick thing. No, it takes work. Don't be afraid of it. It's cool. It's actually fun work. It's amazing work. I was listening to these Boxer threads going on today. Ivan, you were on a whole bunch of, Wolfpack. It was awesome. It was kind of fun to listen to all the energy and people saying, "This is so much fun." At work, talking to people, so much fun. We got a product that literally transforms lives, guys. We didn't throw this product together. You've heard some of me talk about this ingredients. I'm really quite passionate about this product because I've tried everything in the name of energy. There's really nothing I haven't tried. And I can say that because I really have tried everything, okay? I'm an endurance athlete. I'm not fast. I'm not really good at it, but I like to do it because I follow those same principles that Napoleon Hill talks about. These same principles of setting goals. So I do Ironman competitions. I've done 8 Ironman competitions. I just did a half Ironman with my son, 17. Be careful, guys, when you start to raise kids like that, boy. And so he's got me coming to another one actually in Arizona, Lake Havasu, wherever that is. We're going to drive. It was the closest one that we could drive to, and so because we got bikes and everything, so we're going to drive there in like 3 weeks. Do a half Ironman. So it's fun. I wake my son up in the morning. I'm like, "Sacrifice, son, sacrifice." I'm an obnoxious dad. I'm like, "Come on, but you got it, Kenwell. You got it. You don't get to do what you're doing. You don't go out and win a fight without sacrifice, right?" And it's no different. Somehow we think in business, well, it's different than what Kim Will is doing no, it ain't different at all. It takes sacrifice, it takes work. And then even going back to the limitless, I've tried it all. I've climbed several mountains in my life. One of them I'm going to talk about here towards the end of my presentation. Elbrus in Russia actually was my most recent one. It was a month and a half ago, almost 2 months ago. And so I've tried a lot of stuff, guys, in the name of energy. When we put this thing together, we put it together with a lot of thought. And so we've got the power, the beautiful power of green tea extract with the natural forms of caffeine. We got something called GABA in there, which is an amino acid. It acts as a neurotransmitter. You also happen to have, it kind of awakens the mind, I guess you could say. Also, being an amino acid, it's good, helps tone muscle for anyone who likes to work out. It's good to help tone muscle. There's also something in there called Panax ginseng. It's the Korean form of ginseng, really good at awakening the mind as well. Man, plain and simple, guys, this product works. It works, and it's not just the same old of what you have. And the new formula that we have, wow. It's a new flavor system. It's not a formula change, it's a flavor system change. And absolutely powerful. I think Tommy's got some around for those who are guests tonight. So make sure that you get a chance if you're a guest and you haven't had a chance to try it, get with Tommy afterwards because we're going to continue this meeting. But these are the basic points that he talks about, and the last one being don't quit. Don't quit, okay? And I'm going to talk about that at the end, okay? So I'm going to hold that for later. But guys, we're a part of something. We're in an industry right now. You realize that the soda industry has basically done this. It's flatlined worldwide. In fact, not just flatlined, but a lot of it's starting to go down around the world. Yeah, soda industry, same statistics all over the world. But the energy market, double-digit growths all over the world. And you're here, right now. You have a chance to get involved in this movement, this MB30 movement, to learn from people who have done it before, to learn these basic but most profound and powerful business principles, and achieve your dreams. And you might think to yourself, Joe, I can't do this. Well, that's what you're programmed to think in life, sadly. Sadly. We're kind of programmed to think that it's not for me. Well, it's for Tommy, but it's not for me. It's for Carolyn, it's not for me. It's that Joe dude, it's not for me. No, it's for you. We're in America. It's your red, white, and blue right to be successful here.
That's right.
You bet.
Absolutely. It is your red, white, and blue right to be successful. Do you know that when I have the chance to travel the world a lot, and I like to ask people, what do you guys think about America? And that's a little, you got to be careful when you ask that. What do you think about America? Every person, without a doubt, all of them come back, and it might be worded a little differently, but it always comes down to this: opportunity. Like anything's possible in America. Anything. Interesting. But are we fulfilling that here in America right now? Not all of us. Some, but not all of us. This, right here, right now, what Tommy's going to talk to you about, and I better shut up and let Tommy continue on. Right here, right now, you're learning what really, in my opinion, what our founding fathers wanted for this country, which is anyone can succeed. It doesn't matter where you come from, what background you come from, what age you are, male, female, religious background, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can succeed. There's nothing in this business that says you need a degree for this, or you need this amount of experience, you need this. No, guys. Just be teachable, be willing to work hard, and put in the effort. Follow what Tommy's talking about. Now, I want to say this. We just launched a new product at convention. It's called Zalo. Absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible product. And you might be wondering, okay, so Zalo, Limitless. Now, Limitless is for all ages, really. I mean, I'm not under 30. I know you might be blown away with that statement. But no, I'm not under 30. Although I can tell you that I'm in the best shape of my entire life. I feel awesome. But Zalo, when you after you get 30 years old, that's when the aging process really starts to kick in. That's when you start to see all the benefits of aging. And so Zalo addresses that market. And we just put in a group of incentives and a new engine behind this new movement that are killer. With Limitless, with Zalo, and of course with Ignite and Reload. Those 4 products, guys. You have the opportunity now to have rank advancement bonuses. Opportunity now to have a car bonus, or we actually call it a lifestyle bonus. Drive your own dreams. Again, we're in America. Drive whatever you friggin' want to. We're not going to say you have to drive this. You drive your own dreams. And it starts at 10,000 in volume. Find out more about that. Paul. And there's going to be people, I want you to walk away tonight. I want someone to set their goal. Now don't make it unrealistic and say, I'm going to do it this month. You know, if it's going to take a few months for some people to do it. But there are people here tonight that within the next quarter or second quarter, they will start that bonus. Set your goals tonight to get it. Who's going to be the first? Who's going to be the first? I want you guys to think about that. Burning desire. It starts with a burning desire. Then there's rank advancement bonuses, and it just keeps getting gooder and gooder. Rank advancement bonuses for all the different levels going up from there. So, with that said, Oh, it's gonna get fun. Oh, it's fun, but it's gonna get funner. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm making up words. I'm making up words. Yeah. Gooder, funner. It's American. But with that said, a person who has really been the driving force behind this, the man with the vision for this MB30 movement, a man who is absolutely does nothing without 150 to 200% energy behind it, a man who never stops, and he's here, well, it's his house. His house. He is here to share with you tonight, and I'm honored to be here in his home, him and his wife Lindsay. Please welcome 200K Select, multi-million-dollar club earner, every trip that's possible in this company so far, Mr. Tommy Johnson.
Because we have people streaming in from literally all over the world here tonight. And what you guys are about to hear a little bit more in depth about is something that's big. It's about you. It's about every person in this room. And I'm primarily talking tonight specifically to the guests that are checking this out for the first time. Listen, there really is something to be said for being in the right place at the right time. Now think about that moving forward. So whatever attitude you came in here with, if your friend drug you here, if you had it all figured out before you came in here, look, I can relate. I was one of you. I was sitting right in your seat 10.5 years ago. And it was because my mom here, Carolyn Johnson, who's also a multimillionaire from this company, drugged me to a meeting. Let's give her a round of applause. And you know, Joe's the most humble guy I've ever met in my life. This man that was just standing here built a company from scratch. This was his idea. To $1 billion faster than Microsoft, faster than Apple, faster than Dell, faster than Starbucks, faster than Nike, faster than Under Armour, just to get your minds thinking. You know, this isn't a pyramid scheme or a scam. See, when I was your age, when I was in my teens and 20s, I had a lot of people approach me telling me that they wanted me to do network marketing with them. And there was always a lot of hype. There was a lot of unrealistic expectations. There was a lot of approaches that I didn't like. And there wasn't a lot of people making significant money. And there was very few people making the type of money that they acted like they were going to make in a short period of time. You know, we're not here to set an unrealistic expectation. We know how to do this. We've done it before. We've done it like nobody else has. We've done it on such a massive scale that this company and this team has totally changed the industry. Okay? Well, when my mom came to me, she told me that she was going to do network marketing, and the company was called Zango. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, you know, my mom's lost her mind. She's finally hit rock bottom. It happened to be the lowest point in her adult life financially. She was over $100,000 in debt. She was renting a 10-foot by 12-foot bedroom in a 2-bedroom condo with a friend. That's where she was at. Everything she owned fit in that 10-foot by 12-foot bedroom and a small storage unit up the road. All right? Nobody wants to see their parents in a situation like that. Many of us, on a scale that's never been seen in the history of the world, have watched our parents lose their jobs, lose their houses, had to downgrade their lifestyle, you lose their marriages, their sanity, their happiness, because of what's going on in the world economy. You know what? And guess what? Your generation has been left with more debt, less jobs, and less pay than any generation in history, and it wasn't your doing. That's what this is about. What you're going to hear about moving forward, and what Joe was talking to you about, is about retiring your parents. Is about helping you realize the things you're truly passionate about. My friend Kamwela, standing in the back here, helped start this whole thing. Let's give Kamwela Kirk a round of applause. The first thing he told me when we sat down, it started with him and myself and a couple other people sitting in my office right here about 8 months ago. This idea, where we sat and we talked about it, and we brought this to Joe Morton and the CEO of this company, a guy named Aaron Garrity, who's the greatest visionary, the biggest thinker that I've ever met. Such a class act. A lot of you in here have had the opportunity to meet Aaron because he saw the vision of this movement, this Millionaire by 30 movement from day one. But Kamwela came up to me and said, Tommy, he goes, the first thing that I want to do when I build my business is get my mom out of her job. And think about that. Okay, this isn't an end all for you. We're not saying, hey, this is what you do, whatever you're going to school for, just wipe it out. This is a means to whatever you're truly passionate about in a condensed period of time. This is a shortcut. And it's doable by every single person in here for a few reasons. One, the company that we're partnering with. This company, Zango, went to $1 billion faster than any network marketing company that I'm aware of. 0 to $1 billion, ever in history. It's over a 100-year industry. Love it or hate it, it's a 160-some billion dollar a year industry. See, what happened was when my mom came to me and told me she was going to do it, I decided I was going to save her from wasting any more time with it, so I started studying it, and my objective was to find negative things from credible sources in the world of economics and show her that she's wasting her time. I thought I was going to save her, really. That was my objective. And I found the contrary. I found plenty of negative, but it was from a bunch of people who I couldn't cite. I had no idea who they were. Anybody that wanted to say something, you got to consider the source. And I found a lot of positive too, but it was from literally the richest people in the world. Donald Trump, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Robert Kiyosaki, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn. Literally, they recorded audios on this, wrote books about this industry, wrote articles on this industry. They not only accept it, they praise it. They define it as the best kept secret in the business world. Well, why do we think we know more than the richest people in the world? You know, I was 30 years old, and I had blown this industry off for a long time because of the approach. If you decide to do this with us, you're going to be capitalized on a very, very unique situation. And one of them is, we're going to build this professionally and with dignity. There's two ways to build the tallest building in town. One of them is to tear everybody else's down. The other one is to simply build the tallest building. MB30 and Zango, we're about to build the tallest building that's ever been seen in this network marketing. And you guys are part of the plan, okay? MB30 is not me. It's not Zango. It's not my mom. It's not Ken Spell back here. It's not Ed Bowers. It's everybody that's under the age 30. You own this brand. Woo! I want you to understand what this means. This is $1 billion brand within $1 billion brand in its infancy. Okay? You represent Millionaire by 30. And it's edified from a multi-billion-dollar company. That's why a founder is here on his dime to address you, because they know where this movement's going. They recognize this is the future of this company, that it's a huge part of its next growth curve, so much that they made some huge changes. And those of you like Rocky Shumway who are in here tonight, and Kenny Cool who has Skyped in, and Brian Davidson who Skyped in, and Billy from New York who Skyped in, you guys know what I'm talking about. And Kamwela, that we talked about this change in the company, okay? And it's happening a lot faster than I thought. And I'm going to tell everybody exactly what that means for you. So consider these facts. This company, Zango, has made over 120 millionaires in their first decade. I don't know of a company that's even come anywhere close to that. Not to mention, that many, not even close. Why? Because these guys running the company, there's 5 of them. They know what they're doing. Okay, they had a track record of success and integrity when they started this company. Now they have a track record of success and integrity and record-breaking success with the company called Zango. I didn't know how to pick a network marketing company. I had no clue. It was total dumb luck for me to hit this as my first company, and this is my first team. The nature of the business model is your upline is your team. The people above you is your team. People who are in here, many of you, we're part of your team. People Skyped in, a lot of them, we're part of your team. And a lot of them have other people as part of their upline team, but we're a family. Literally, MB30 is a family. Everybody that was at convention saw that. They saw the world come together. After only 7 months, they saw people from Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, Mexico, Canada, Germany, Australia, all within this movement. It's an idea whose time has come. It really is. Okay? So 120 millionaires in their first 10 or 11 years. Nobody's come close. Why? They know what they're doing, and because they know how to bring the right products to us. And these guys study market trends. In business, if you want to have a lot of success, you bring value to the marketplace. And you have a better solution to a huge trend in the industry. The above 30s, we've got ageless. They put a lot of time into this. There's a lot of science to validate this product. The testimonials are absolutely flying in. For those of you under 30, this is not for you. This is not the product we're going to build your business with, okay? With your friends, with your parents, your aunts, your uncles, guess what? This is the product that we're going to talk about primarily. There needs to be focus. There needs to be simplicity. These products, and they need to be demonstratable and highly effective. And they are. You don't go to billions of dollars by accident, by having a product that doesn't work, that doesn't last, that's not innovative in the marketplace. I can't understand why network marketing companies are still trying to build network marketing businesses with cans in the energy drink. The reason energy, because it's the fastest growing sector in the beverage industry, and coffee is the #2 import into America. Why? Because the caffeine, the way it makes them feel. This product, Limitless, I love the name. It defines the entire opportunity because we are literally only limited by our imaginations. I'd never done this before, came into it with a bad attitude. The only thing I ever graduated from was anger management, and I just got good, sound coaching. My mom introduced me to the person who introduced her to this business. Turns out he had 33 years of experience in this industry, a perfect track record, and he knew how to help people succeed. He knew how to pick the companies, and he told me, he said, Tommy, the same thing I started this meeting off. There's something to be said for being in the right place at the right time. The reason we think we don't like network marketing is because we got approached wrong. Somebody tried to approach us and didn't know what they were talking about. They didn't know how to pick a company, they didn't know how to pick a team, and they didn't understand timing. Timing in life is critical. It really, really, really is. Okay? And what's happening now is we're getting funneled into careers that we have no passion about from college. And again, I advocate school like Joe. However, we're getting channeled down to careers that we have no passion towards that only allows us to make a living. We're learning how to make other people wealthy. As Joe was mentioning, the greatest thing that you're going to gain is what you become in the process. You're going to be working with a bunch of millionaires. In my group, there's 18 millionaires from me to the top of the company, all multimillionaires. Every single one of us work for you. We'll teach you how to do this. We have a vested interest in your success. I don't get it. Pyramid scheme, there hasn't even been one for 20 years that I'm aware of. I'm tired of that term. Your friend tells you this is a pyramid scheme, they have no clue what they're talking about. Okay, and look at your friends after this meeting and say, well, what do you think? Who cares? Are they paying your bills next month? This is about you. This is about you taking your financial future into your own hands, capitalizing on this timing and this mentorship and these unique products that are going to change the app, that totally change the game, and this movement that you own that's never been done quite like this before, where the corporation comes in from day one and says, this MB30 movement is going to happen. You guys saw it at convention. All right? So, I'm tired of seeing my friends, go get jobs and work their entire lives. When I started, my friends were laughing at me, telling me I couldn't do it, but I couldn't even get them to take the time to make an educated decision. That's our objective tonight, is to educate you, not talk you into something. We don't want people that, all you want to do is, you're hanging around a bunch of people that all they want to do is get off work, go get drunk, go get high, go sit around and play Xbox. You guys are young adults. You're not kids anymore. Sitting around and playing Xbox, if that's what you want to do, great, go do it with your friends that like to do that. That's not exactly, if you want to get away from that and you want to be wealthy, well, who wants to be a millionaire by 30 in here? Woo! All right. So I'm talking to a group of big thinkers. I'm going to throw some big numbers around. Might run some of you off. And if it does, I'm sorry. But if there's some big thinkers in the room, I'm talking directly to you right now. Okay? Smaller thinkers, we'll help you make less. No problem. Okay? But when we started, it took 9 months, part-time, to get to $1,000 a month in residual income. There's 2 types of money. What we get taught about primarily at school is earned income. Earned income is how you stay poor. It's how you never, ever, ever get freedom, unless you're totally cheap. But the problem with getting rich being cheap is you're still cheap, It's no fun. It sucks. So, why not live life and do the things we want to do? Success isn't reserved for the chosen few. I'll tell you that right now. Freedom is the dream. The dream is residual income. Earned income is trading hours for money. Most of our friends do that. They work at Jimmy John's, Subway, Starbucks, Walmart, whatever, earning earned income. Most of our parents do that. They make it earned income. They beg, they go through their lives hoping that they get a little raise, but they don't even recognize that the government takes half of it because earned income is the highest tax. It's the worst. There's 2 types of two tax laws, one for the rich and one for the poor. Rich capitalize on a concept called leverage and residual income. The other type of earned income is a salary, an annual salary, or a commission that you have to sell something. You have to continue to recreate it. Okay, this is what I did for 30, to my adult life all the way till I was 30 years old. Until I learned from somebody that knew what he was talking about. Okay, he had more personal and professional freedom than anybody I ever met. It taught me about residual income. Basically, it's being paid multiple times on one effort. It's a dream. It's freedom. Freedom. Something we're all entitled to. Joe talked about us being in America. We have the best opportunity in the world. You think this is hard? Go live in Trinidad or Tobago or something. It's hard there. getting up to go to work for somebody and be told where to be, when to be there, how much you can make, how much you can't make, when you can go to the bathroom, and hope that they don't fire you, go through your whole life, worked home, home to work, 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 die. That sounds like hell to me. I'm not going to lay on my deathbed looking back on what we could have done and should have done with our lives. But you have to have a group of people around you in a team and a vehicle that can allow it and great timing. So, it's exactly right. So residual income, if a recording artist records a new song, every time it gets played, they get paid. Forever. Whether they're sleeping, whether they're in the country where it gets played or purchased on iTunes, they get paid. Forever. Multiple times on one effort. That's what you'll be building here. A residual income.
Speaking of which, can I interrupt?
Yeah, go for it.
I just found out Ludacris is taking Zalo. That's
Oh.
kind of cool.
Yeah, Ludacris. Super cool. But it's really, really, really cool if he's in your downline. See, our friends are already spending money on Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, 5-Hour Energy, products like this. It's $32 billion a year industry. Okay, not including coffee. Number 2 import into America. The number 1 reason people go see doctors, fatigue, lack of energy. This will help. This will not burn your adrenal glands out like synthetic caffeine in energy drinks and coffee bean caffeine. This will help your adrenals, your natural energy, start firing again. That's why people are totally dependent on these energy drinks. Because what happens is their adrenals get burned out, and then it's just a glucose spike, and that's not real energy, and then it's just a vicious cycle. People are already spending $2, $3, $4 per serving on these drinks. This ends up being about $1.08 each. It's already less expensive. It works infinitely better than anything I've ever seen. It's actually healthy first. It does more. It gives you better mental clarity, better mental focus, better mental acuity. You kids will know it's kind of like taking an Adderall. That's what it kind of feels like to me. But and so it won't give you a glucose spike. There's no sugar. There's no sugar, and it's cool. It's not a can. Cans are like 2002. They're like cassette tapes. Who's building with cans? You can't. They're expensive. You can't travel with them. You can't keep them in your gym bag. You have to stay refrigerated. Here you can carry them in your pocket, pour it in a water bottle, and you have almost instant energy. Great for pre-workout. The products are off the charts. So, the baby boomers, $300 billion a year industry right now on anti-aging. Huge market. Company comes out with a product, something that's never been done before, you have huge potential to earn a lot of money. We started, it took 9 months of going at it on the side to make $1,000 a month, residually. Now we were making more with a sign-up bonus, but I'm not even going to talk about that because that's not the freedom. That's like a job. But they do give you an opportunity to make some significant money on the front end to cover the cost of your product in the first month. Look, my friend Comwella back here, his parents started a mixed martial arts studio. They spent over $300,000 to start this business where they're limited to a geographic area. They're limited to hours of operation. They have all this risk and overhead. That's what we think is the American dream. Times have changed. You guys have changed it. You guys have changed the world, the most socially connected group of people in the history of the world. You don't want, people, I think a lot of older people have misread your generation, thinking you don't want to work hard. No, you just don't want to work like your parents did for somebody else for your entire life and then lose everything because somebody else is in control. You guys have figured out that system is broken on your own. That's what makes this timing so unique. All right? You add to it this company Zango that changed the game, that changed network marketing by being innovative, by coming out with a compensation plan that allowed anybody to do it. All right? Then you add this new idea of Millionaire by 30, a generation, a market that's never been touched in this company, ever. It's brand new. Okay? The timing wasn't right for it. When we took this idea to the corporation 8 months ago, they saw it instantly. We built it around Limitless. I'm going to teach you guys exactly how to do this. If you're looking at this tonight, one of the concerns is, well, I don't know how to do it. Don't worry about that, Alyssa. We help you, don't we? Don't we, CT? We help you. Rocky, do we help you?
Amen.
We'll be there every step of the way with you. You will be learning from people, and if you want to be successful, you have to learn from somebody who's successful. You can't. It's impossible for our parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, friends, professor, to teach us how to be wealthy if they're not wealthy already. That's the greatest thing that changed in my life 11 years ago. Was we met somebody who knew how wealth worked, who knew the power of leverage. So we started 9 months into it. We were making $1,000 a month. Friends were telling me I couldn't do it. Don't quit your day job. Here's how network marketing works. It's like a spaceship taking off, full throttle to get it up there. Okay, once it's up there, it just goes on its own. It's like a snowball. It takes on momentum. You can't run around to the front side once the momentum and inertia is in place. You can't stop it. It keeps going with or without you. It's a residual. 9 months to 1,000. The next 12 months look like this. 1,600, 2,000, 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, 10,000, 13,000, 18,000, 21,000. My friends weren't laughing anymore. 23,000, 24,000, right about 25. A month. So 9 months to 1,000 is what it took us. And then the next 12 months, we were making 24,000 a month within 12 months. So 21 months into it. The next 12 months, we were right at just under 50,000 a month in residual income. Then the next 18 months, we cleared over $100,000 a month in residual income. Don't listen to people who tell you you can't. Don't surround yourself with people who aren't going anywhere. One of the greatest lessons I can give you is to change who you hang around. You are what you eat, right, Lainey? She's a nutritionalist. You want to talk about the products and their efficacy? She's the one. Okay? And if you want to talk about, if you want to be successful, you hang around successful people. And you guys are going to have access to that like many of us have never had in our life. And let me tell you something. We have a blast, an absolute blast doing it. And we're taking this thing to the top. Because let me add these pieces up. All of you have multimillionaires. Some of us have the top money earning team in the world of this company. What does that mean to you? Proof. That's proof that it can be done. And it's mentorship. You have a corporation that's embracing this idea that's never been done before like this. From day one. What does that mean to you? They're going to make adjustments to make this business model fit more and more into your lifestyle by learning from you. You know how fast we're going to go? You have a company that has a track record of success, that has the best story in the industry to tell in their first 11 years of existence. You have founders that are willing to come to our living rooms and do meetings with us. Now think about that. On Friday, by the way, if you're going to be here Friday, we're doing a meeting at Rocky's house on the east side. If you know anyone in New York, the CEO of Zengo and I will be in New York doing a meeting. All right? It's happening all over the world, and this is in its infancy. A lot of us have heard of people that are making a lot of money in network marketing in a particular group, a particular demographic, but guess what? The ones you hear about, the stories you hear all the time, they started 3 years ago. You missed it. You missed the opportunity to be that story if you're a big thinker. Okay? You can still make good money if it's a good company. But if you want to be totally free, if you want to be remembered, if you want to build a legacy, if you want to do something significant in a relatively short period of time, this is the time. The front end of a growth cycle. The very beginning of something. I've never seen anything like this. I've been blessed to have great mentorship, great parents, great mentors in this business, people who made over $100 million, and a company that has built to, faster than any, that do things right, that do it with integrity and passion and heart, and go hard, in confidence and posture, and I've never knew how to assess this when I first started because I was brand new, just like you guys. I was just checking it out. But I was taught, my mentor told me one day at the beginning, he said, one day you'll know the outcome of the timing. You'll be able to work this business knowing the result. Knowing what happens for the people who do what I did when I first started, which is be coachable. This is your job. This is your half of the equation. Be coachable and consistent. That's it. Consistent, doing the things we'll teach you to do and we'll do together as a team, as a family. We know, again, exactly how to do it. That's hard to do because we're dealing with the disciplines of delayed gratification. So most people won't make it. Most people won't make anything significant to themselves. Most people that start a gym membership quit. Most people that start New Year's resolutions quit. That's what average people do. We're not looking for average people. The worst thing in the world that you want to be individually is average. Really. Rocky Shumway's not average. This kid is flat out getting it done. Rocky Shumway, say hello to everybody. You have to have a heart. You have to recognize where we're at. So you add all these pieces up. This record-breaking story, this new movement that's never been done, this company that's embracing it from day one, this product that's innovative and off the charts and is a better solution to a huge market trend, and there will be another product one day that's better for that time for us to build with. Right now, I'm telling you guys, this will be a multi-billion-dollar brand. Limitless, led by MB30 movement, started with Kamwela Kirk, will be a multi-billion-dollar brand. They killed it with this product. Then, you add the team that you're on for the mentorship and the coaching. Okay, I was telling everyone when we started this movement, that this will be the biggest growth curve. With this company and with this mentorship, we're going to create the biggest growth curve that network marketing has ever seen. Meaning, we're going to go to heights that's never been seen in one momentum window. Everything goes in cycles. Every type of business goes in cycles. Right? In this industry, if you're on the front side of a growth curve, you can accomplish 10, 20, 30 times as much with the same effort. But if it's a great company like this, even when it's not a growth curve, it's still a great opportunity. But you have to work harder to accomplish the same. So now everyone knows why I'm not sleeping. Why I'm working so hard right now. Why I'm working harder than I ever have before. Because I know the outcome this time. Because I know how to assess a situation, but it took 10.5 years of application and making millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars and helping other people to become successful and free to do it. This is entirely built on helping people. CT, I can't become successful if I don't help you become successful. Nobody's got a problem with Bill Gates being the richest man in the world with 96,000 employees, and nobody's ever going to pass him up. Does anybody get out and earn Bill Gates? That's a pyramid. Nobody's got a problem with that. This is not a pyramid. People don't even understand it. In fact, you can out-earn the person who invited you. You can out-earn the person who brought them in. You can out-earn me. You can out-earn my mom. We can out-earn Joe. Literally. It's unbelievable. We're unlimited. In 10 years, we've enrolled 50 people. We've helped them get people and helped them get people and helped them get people and helped them get people. And we have 90,000 in our group today, spread through all 40 countries and 50 states. And almost all the 50 that we signed up are right here in Arizona. That's what you have a hold of. When we started, the company was open in 6 countries. Now it's in 43 countries, meaning your opportunity is much more significant because you may not know somebody in Australia, but your friend may, or your friend's friend's friend may. And guess what? You get paid off all of them that come in. So we took all these components, and man, I was fired up. I'm working, knowing the outcome for the people like Rocky, the people like Kenny, the people like CT, the people that, that stay the course, that stay coachable, that stick close during these times. Then these guys shocked the entire industry. Literally changed the game. What is today? It's the 9th. 9 days ago, this man and his 4 partners did something that has never been done before again in network marketing. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable for you because it's the beginning all over again. The whole industry is freaking out saying, oh no, Zengo did it again. All right, what do? They started a whole new division within the same company. Guys, Zalo. This right here will totally hold true. History starts now. Because we will create the biggest growth rate. We took the most successful marketing plan ever and made it better. They took 11 years of data and refined it. They made it easier to get to the money. They made it half the volume, half the business that it used to take to get to $1,000 a month than when I started. It only takes half that now. They put more money on the backside of the plan. They took out the structure. Now, these things don't mean anything to you right now, but let me tell you something. It is huge. Huge what they did. I mean, unreal what they added to us. And every single one of us can be the top guys, the top gals, the top team. It's Zengo all over again, but way better. They started over. It's Zengo all over again, but with better founders because they have a track record now. They learned a ton in their 11 years. And they refined it and made this new opportunity. It's day 9. 75% of the 120 millionaires in Zengo came in the first 2 years. I predict 500 millionaires in the next decade of Zengos, and 70% of them are under the age 30. And you better you can take it to put money into it, and take it to the bank. Then I'm going to do my part to help as many people beat the system, as many people have total freedom, as many people, young gals, young men, have the life that we all deserve to live, and make this company be the biggest company in the history of network marketing by helping as many people as we possibly can. How do you do it? One at a time. Woo! The only people that aren't going to do this with you are pessimists and know-it-alls. Guess what? You don't want them. You don't want them. The timing's halfway right. Take things that aren't getting anywhere out of your life for a little while. Plan on being here in a year. This is going to happen overnight. But let me tell you something. With this Zalo, with this team, with this MB30, this marketing plan, with this product, it's going to happen really fast for the people who stay the course. They just poured a whole bunch of gasoline on a huge brush fire. And man, we are taking this thing to the top. I said it would change the company. It already is. I'm telling you guys right now, everybody in here, with all the conviction, all of the passion, everything that I can possibly deliver to you right now. You guys know where I live. I let you in my house. I'm telling you right now, this is going to change network marketing on a scale that's never been seen before. And I firmly believe with everything that I have that this opportunity is the best opportunity that we may ever see in our lives. Success is not going to attack you. Okay? And this movement and this timing, this team, this family, worldwide, go on the Facebook page, look at what's going on, will absolutely change the world. We're going to make making six-figure residual incomes in the 20-somethings normal. Okay? Joe's going to come back up, you guys. We got the enrollment forms. Get signed up. And when you get signed up, I'm not telling you have to leave when the meeting's over. We're going to kick the music on, answer all your questions. This is an absolute team. We're with you. We sink or swim together. We're swimming, aren't we, Comwella?
That's right.
We're swimming, aren't we, Rocky?
Amen.
We're swimming pretty dang good in such a short period of time, aren't we, Joe?
Absolutely.
Guys, and we're taking this thing, we're taking it to the world on a massive scale, and every one of you are part of the plan. You know, there's no commitments, there's no contracts or anything like that. You can cancel whenever you want. It comes in a case, we sign up, it's $35 one time, that gets you a distributor kit and your website. All right? And then it comes in a box of four with 20 in each. So it comes either 80 or a package with 160 limitless, and it comes to you and they ship it to you starting tomorrow, and they ship it every month. And if you ever want to cancel or turn it off, it's a phone call. We're not trying to lock you into anything. This is about helping you succeed. This is about helping you get your product for free. We'll go to work right now. You guys, let's get going. Get your pictures taken. We'll get you out connected on the Facebook page and with the world of MB30 and Zalo Nation. And then we'll start building your business right now. Will we stay up all night, Rocky?
Amen.
CT, I heard you did a call at 3 a.m. for somebody the other day.
3
This team is here, guys. This is the beginning. This is when you want to go hard. This is when you want to go like your life depends on it. This is when you want to be coachable. This is when you want to treat this like a real business. This is when you want to discipline your disappointment. And this is when you want to stay close to the millionaires and multimillionaires on your team and do exactly what they say. So let's take it to the top. Joe Morton's going to come close the show. I love you, man. You're
History starts now. Tommy's right. History starts now. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, I was talking about these principles of success, and let me just share. It was fun. I was reading in an article on the way here. Who has a GoPro in here? Anyone have a GoPro? Yeah. Awesome. Wow. There's a whole lot more of it. My boys are hardcore skiers, and they live up in the mountains, so they're always like GoPros all over the place. And anyways, it's a big deal. This is one of the biggest brands that's hit the world of just electronics in the last 10 years. And the co-founder, the founder, Nick Woodman, he said this. Okay. Remember I talked about burning desire. Remember I talked about knowing what you want, knowing what you're trying to accomplish. This was his simple little bit of advice. They had these little blurbs. He said, when I was first getting going, my sister told me, write yourself a post-it note and says, I'm doing this. Period. I'm doing this, period. Stick it by your bed so when you roll over, it's the first thing you see every morning when you wake up. I'm doing this, period. It comes down to that burning desire. What are you wanting to do? By the way, Tommy, this is the amazing thing about network marketing and getting the word out. Tommy announced on Voxer, and I don't know if you put it on your face, I don't know where you did, to live stream in. Just computers streaming in is 150 computers. And we already know, because Carolyn's got people with rooms full of people watching. So there's hundreds and hundreds watching this tonight after just like a couple hours announcing it. So welcome everyone who's streaming in. Aaron Garrity, CEO and chairman of the board, you're there. Dude, honestly, we couldn't ask for a better CEO. This man is born to lead. So know what you want, MB30. Just call it out. Set your goals tonight. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Like that saying says, upon the plains of hesitation lie the bleached bones of countless millions. who sat down to wait, and in their waiting they died. Guys, this world is full of people like, someday, well, maybe. Sitting down, well, maybe. Maybe when that guy comes into my life, or that girl who's done it before, maybe. Dude, he's here. He's here tonight. His mom's here. They've done it.
No.
This is not made up. It's like, oh, well, maybe. No, they've been there. Let me tell you a picture. I don't know how this is going to work here. Okay. I mentioned to you that I like to climb mountains, that I like to do endurance sports. One of my goals in life, and I believe in setting goals, guys. I'm not just making this up. I'm not telling you you should do this, and I'm not willing to do what I'm telling you to do. And so not only from a business perspective do I set goals, not only does Aaron set goals from it, and believe me, this guy set lofty goals, and you want that as a CEO in the company. We set goals, but we set personal goals, and we strive for them as well. One of my personal goals is to climb the 7 highest summits in the world, the highest peak on each continent. So I've already done Africa with Kilimanjaro in Africa, and the last time I was here, I hadn't yet done climbed the highest peak in Europe. It's called Elbrus. It happens to be in Russia, right on the border of Russia, southwestern Russia, and Georgia. And I'm going to talk, when I talk about setting a goal, knowing what you want, burning desire, and then sacrificing. Yeah, it's daily. You don't just like, I'm going to climb this and I'll maybe try it. I'll train once a month. No, it's daily. It's daily. This happens to be the last push here, right when you come around the corner here, is the peak. It's pretty incredible. Highest point in Europe, 18,500 feet. Now this stretch here, you might think, yeah, you just run up that. No, this is where the air is thin, okay? Oxygen levels come down a little bit, actually a lot. And literally this is my son took this picture back here. And he took, this is me and myself right here climbing up. Right from here to this point where you turn around and you go for the last push, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, you're just... And it's like negative 26 degrees and the winds are like flying and it's like crazy. It looks real calm, but that's all wind. This is wind just scooching, just flying across the top of it. But my point is this. When you're climbing a peak like this, much like when you think about those who have become millionaires, those who have made millions in their lives, the air is thin, guys. The air is thin. And you don't climb a mountain like this without a guide. Heck no. I would never have gone on there without someone who had done it before, who understands what's involved. And so you have a chance, right here, right now, to have a guide. Interestingly, there was a group that was in base camp with us who did not have a guide. They were real nice guys, though. God bless them. Those guys were like super, super nice guys. Guess where they turned around, guys? Out right there. It was so sad. We were coming up. Remember, you don't go to the grass. And they turned around and we're like, guy, and they didn't speak any English. They were like only Russian. They just kind of walked down. There was no guide there saying, hey, you could do this. You're right there. Just, take your time. Eat a Snickers, whatever they eat. Keep that energy going. It's only a couple more hours, guys. Because again, it's only about a quarter of a mile, maybe a half a mile push after that level. No guide. But you know what? Man, I'll tell you. That's my son, 17 years old. There's me with my big nose. It was so red. It was so cold. That's the top of Europe. That's the top. You're standing there. You've got Georgia on one side, you got Russia on this side. And the air is thick. But we had a guy, took us to the top, showed us the way. What a beautiful moment. Oh, it's a beautiful moment. Soak it in, freezing butt off. Nose is like super red and just, I had chapped lips and chapped. Whew. Of course, my son's comments could be, hey, I'm 17. But a man to stand on the top, to be at that pinnacle, it's pretty friggin' cool. And you got a guy here, and his mom happens to be in the room too, who've done that. They've been to the top. They've been where the air's thin. And that's why Tommy can come down. He's come down, he's like, guys, I've been there. I know the outcome. I know what it's going to be like, and it's a sweet feeling. Oh, it's beautiful. It's going to take a lot of work. But you follow what I'm going to talk about, you will stand on the top of that mountain. But more importantly, you're going to bring people with you. Or you're going to bring people with you. Because you don't do this alone. If you're looking to do this alone, then you're probably not in the right group. Tommy mentioned many times, I don't know if you caught this, family. You're helping, we're a family, we're helping each other. You know, this concert that I was at last night, love this guys. One of the songs they have, the lyrics, I was thinking about tonight when I was sitting out in the car and I was waiting to come in. I was just doing a few more emails. I look up and the moon's just starting to peek out. You guys had clouds tonight. Like, does that happen a lot in Phoenix? I don't know. Clouds. The moon was peeking out, and the lyrics of the song says, "I've never felt so alive in years. The moon is shining in the sky, reminding me of so many other nights." But they're not like tonight. They're not like tonight. Guys, Tommy just said 9 days ago. 9 days ago, this opportunity you're seeing was launched with a whole new engine behind it. And you have a chance to grab hold and just start running. There will be people tonight. There will be people tonight who go on to a whole new level in their lives. And some of you are going to look back on this night, you're going to go, man, I'm so peeved off of myself that I didn't take hold, I didn't set my goals, I didn't strive for greatness tonight, that night. I could have. I sat down to wait. But then there's going to be some of you who are just going to be like, whoa, I'm freaking going. Whoa! Yeah. You're going to look back on this night and you're going to go, that was a cool night. That was a cool night. It wasn't like any other night. It was a cool night. And that's what's happening here. I want you to know, this is a good night. This is a good night. For all you people piping in, your hundreds and hundreds you're piping in, it's a good night. And when Aaron comes out to New York with Tommy, oh, it's going to be a good night. 9 days. So I want to know who's in. You got to think about it, guys. Don't think long. Just think, I could have a chance. You'll remember this night. You'll remember this night. And I look forward to standing on the top with you all, top of this incredible summit. And then you're going to go up again because you're going to bring others with you, and then you come back down and you're like, dude, it's so great. It's awesome up there. Yeah, it's some work, but come on. And then you're going to go up and it takes time, it takes effort, but you're going to get up there and you're like, whoa. And then you're going to go back down. Come on, guys, let's go. It's a great moment. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, Lindsay, for having me here. Thanks, Joe Morton.
This starts now. We're going to hit the music. Enjoy yourselves.
Yo.
And I'm busy to answer your questions. And Josh Morton, what do you do now?
How'd you like it?
Hey, get your pictures taken with Joe Morton on the banner. Sorry, get your pictures.
So You sign up, it's a $35 sign up fee. So it's a one-time sign up fee, and then you purchase your product every single month, which is the lowest price you can get in at is $125. After shipping comes out roughly $150, but you pay that every single month. But our first goal is to get that covered, so you don't ever have to pay it again. And there's 3 different ways you can get it covered. And then once it's covered, you're not paying a dime out of pocket anymore. And then you're just building a group, and then money's coming in. Sign up. Yep. Well, you have to buy your product every month till you get it covered. And there's 3 different ways to get it covered. Yeah. No, the energy drinks, you can sell it. The drinks alone, you can sell it. People make commission off of it. But what we want to do is bring people in. We want to get them started. And once you, exactly how I'm telling you, you tell the person you want to come in, it's $35 to sign up and $150 every month till you get it covered. And like Thomas says, that's our first goal. So you don't have to pay it. Once you get it covered, then you have to pay it. And then it's just residual money coming in. Yep, and then we get paid 9 levels deep. So your friend brings someone, they bring someone, all the way to 9 levels deep. And it all goes to you. Certain percentages off of it goes all to you. And the more people, the better. More money.
Because then they're making more and
Yep. And like I said, we don't do it alone. So you want to help your group, get people. Like, you're not in it alone. Like, Kamala, me and him are in the same group. He's phoned me many times to do one-on-ones. 11 o'clock at night when I get off work. He's there. He's helping me talk to people, bring them in. Like, Tommy, he's done a phone call for me to Mexico with one of my downlines. Everyone just helps everybody. Even people like, not my upline, not Kamala, but people he's also sponsored, like Crossline. So he also sponsors you. I'll help you too. Crossline, downline, upline, everybody else. It's a competition, but it's a friendly competition. We all want to be successful.
Because if you're doing better,
Oh.
I thought it was the camera.
I was like,
Myers is not showing it.
I don't want to spill anything on it. Spin the computer.
Either way, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was been on my lap. I don't know where to put it now. So it's still on. I don't know if we should set it on the couch or. Yeah, there it is.
I guess we just turned it off, right?
I don't know. I don't know if somebody wants it turned off or if he's got
I'm not sure.
I don't see where you're doing it.
It's live, we're not recording. It's really. So it's still broad. We stop broadcasting right here. Are we done?
Yeah.